So, let's begin our journey to the endgame, huh? Think of you and me sitting across each other in the train, watching all these beautiful sceneries as they come by, and me telling you a story of how it all led to the endgame. So, MC was built up through phases. Phase 1 included the origin stories of Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, and Captain America. The Avengers brought all of them together and was the first one to show Thanos and confirmed his search for the Tesseract, which is basically the Space Stone. Phase 2 had more sequels and a few new introductions, like the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Ant-Man. Phase 3 introduced many superheroes including Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and our beloved Captain Marvel. All these phases had bits and pieces connecting each other with the Infinity Stone that led to the Infinity War. What exactly are these Infinity Stones? Good question. There are 6 Infinity Stones, namely Space Stone, Reality Stone, Power Stone, Mind Stone, Time Stone, and the Soul Stone, that control different aspects of existence that can only be directly used by very powerful beings. The stones have always existed, but they've always been different forms until Thanos collected them all and put it in his Infinity Gauntlet. If you have seen previous MCU movies and weren't following too closely, you might have missed that the Loki scepter contained the Mind Stone, and the Space Stone had always been in the Tesseract. The Time Stone was basically hidden in the Eye of Agamotto, that necklace which Doctor Strange was wearing. All these stones were very powerful enough, but when Thanos got all of them together, his power became practically limitless. So who exactly is this purple alien Thanos, and why is he trying to destroy half the population of the entire universe? Thanos comes from the planet named Titan and believes that the only way to have a stable universe is to limit the population. Even before he acquired all the Infinite Stone, he was already carrying out his mission to destroy half the life of every planet and adopted orphans from the races his killed. Of course, being a genocidal warlord, he wasn't a very good parent. Oops, looks like we have reached Bhubaneswar. Yeah, I came all the way to Bhubaneswar to watch Endgame. You know, I love to watch in English and would really like to have a very good audience. Hey, no worries. Why don't you come with me to the mall and I'll give you a tour while we talk. Gamora is one of the adoptive daughters, and she is sacrificed by Thanos to get the Soul Stone in Avengers Infinity War. Nebula is another one of his adoptive daughters who hates him. She is left alive after the snap, and we see her with Iron Man, both of them trying to get a way back to Earth. Unlike the usual villains, Thanos actually won by being one step ahead of the Avengers. However, his victory may not be permanent. Avengers Infinity War was basically a race to prevent Thanos from getting all the Infinity Stone and of finding a way to stop him from using it. It had more superheroes than any other Avengers movie before. Even when all the Avengers teamed up, they kind of failed to stop Thanos. Thanos wiped away half of the life in all the universe with just a snap of his finger, decimating many of the key MCU characters. The movie ends with a post-credit scene showing Nick Fury using a pager to get in contact with Captain Marvel before dusting away himself. Avengers Infinity War had a very high kill and kind of killed a lot of major characters including Loki, and yeah, this time he dies for real. Heimdall is murdered when Thanos and his children enter Thor's ship that carries all the Asgardians that had abandoned their home in Thor Ragnarok. Gamora is thrown off a cliff to gain the Soul Stone, and Vision is killed by Thanos when he rips out the Mind Stone from his forehead. Then, once the snap happens, we see others fading into dust. Black Panther, Spider Man, Winter Soldier, Falcon, Star Lord, Groot, Drax, Mantis, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Nick Fury, and Maria Hill. Or else, for the How I Met Your Mother fans, Robin Shabatsky. Had to give the reference. Big fan. After the Infinity War, the two MCU movies, Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel, came out. Even though they are set before Infinity War, they both feature post-credit scenes that take place after the snap. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, we find out Hope Pym, Hank Pym, and Janet Van Dyne, also known as Wasp, were also destined, while Ant-Man is in the quantum realm. In Captain Marvel post-credit scene, we see Captain America, Black Widow, Bruce Banner, and Rhodey inspecting the pager, and Captain Marvel arriving and asking about Nick Fury's whereabouts. So I still had some time with me, so I decided to go to the time zone. And I really enjoyed the games there. I suggest you visit it too. Just like before every war, there needs to be preparations. I ate some salmon at the chili restaurant. It was delicious. Now it's time for war. The movie is something I can never put in words. It had a deep impact on me. It has inspired me to a level I cannot define. Especially, I was inspired by the man beneath the suit, Tony Stark, who is really Iron Man in true sense. If I ever use one word to describe him through Avengers series, it would be righteous. I am Iron Man. I love you. 3000. It's time to give a short tribute to the legend himself, Stan the Man Lee. Thank you so much, sir, for being an inspiration to billions of kids and adults as well. Thank you for being an inspiration to all of us and teaching us to never give up. Thank you for making us superheroes when everyone else thought we were ordinary. You are a legend, sir. May you rest in peace. Thank you for being so amazing. Or else, in your words, you are Excelsior, sir. This is a short disclaimer for all those morons who thinks it is really cool to spoil things and all. I will snap you out of existence.